friends all the time. I was like,
yeah.
Can I just ask? Like I never said nothing for like the first 2 times that she went, and then after that, I was like, can I ask you a question? Like, what do you get out of that? Is that like me going to like a rave, or like me going to
listen,
like,
when you go, so
right,
so the one I went to was all title holders, and so most of them have already made the transformation. Okay, so they've won titles in pageants and like impersonation shows. So the one I went to, they were all title holders. And half of them have already made the transition. I mean, they had breast implants and like making me question, like, okay, am I a pretty female? Because these bitches are badass.
And you know what? She used them words a couple times. She was like, telling me, it's like, it's not what you think. It's not, you know what I mean?
There's like men there that were throwing money too, because they're so incredible. There was a Beyonce, a Lizzo.
Oh, okay. I get it.
There was a Reba. My favorite, Amy Winehouse. I'm a super Amy Winehouse fan. So literally, it was incredible. Incredible.
Okay.
Marisol, their makeup is on point too, girl.
Right. I mean, yeah, you gotta have. I mean, of course, that's like the first step right there, I would think.
Yes, makeup, hair, waist snatch. I'm like, am I even a female? What's going on? What the fuck is going on here? It was great though. Other than the part that I drank way too much and I ate myself today. But other than that, it was awesome.
Right. Did you? We all do.
Don't know.
What's that?
Did you end up with a guy that you don't know his name?
Oh no.
No, but I did make some booty calls and I never came through.
Oh my God.
I never showed up.
Oh, you never showed up.
Listen, I literally just got home. I literally just got home 40 minutes ago.
I never got.
Oh my goodness.
I'm disappointed.
I would hate you if I was one of those guys. I would unfriend you and delete you out of my phone.
Yeah, I haven't even checked the messages this morning. I'm like, I don't eat fast food, like not ever. It just
right.
Yeah. On the way home, I'm on the phone with my girlfriend. I have a 40-minute drive, and I'm like, I am stopping at McDonald's, that I am getting 6 egg McMuffins. Right.
And you would think like the greasy food would get you sicker, but no, you need that because you're all you're all dehydrated and everything. So.
Well, I'm gonna hate myself later from it, but I ate an egg McMuffin this morning, proud than a motherfucker 15 minutes ago. I'm so listen. I drove all the way from Scottsdale and I was dying. Shout out to my girlfriend that saved my life on the bathroom floor after all of that.
Oh. Yeah. That's crazy.
I tried to write her a note this morning before I left, like, I love you, but I couldn't find anything in the dark, so I just left. I'll talk to her later.
Hey, if I ever go out there and visit my cousin and we hang out, I'll hold your hair back while you throw up.
Aww.
For only 5 minutes though.
That's all it's gonna take, sweetie. That's all it's gonna take. Just don't let the toilet seat come down and hit me in the face.
Oh no.
That's love.
Did you peg him?
Did I what?
Oh my God! Don't, bro. You gotta stop using that word.
No.
Please don't use that word.
We're not gonna get on. No, you don't want to get on that topic again.
Oh, please don't. That's a horrible word.
Listen, I'm too tired and too hungover to even peg you, so we're okay. Don't worry about it. You're safe.
Oh my God.
You're safe today.
See, now, Drake, now you got to ask her, and that's an embarrassing question, kind of, unless if they know what it is. Now you got to ask Marisol, does she know what that means?
You know what pegging is, Marisol?
Oh my God.
Pegging? No.
Okay, leave it alone. Okay, don't even answer it, man. Don't even answer on it. We're trying to be.
Alex,
we're trying to be. This is going to be one of our classiest guests. So we got. Oh my God.
Thanks for making me feel like a hoe, guys.
I know you're in Southwest, right, Marisol?
Innocent. Wait a minute. It's an innocent.
Okay, but still. Go ahead,
He's
Drew.
innocent.
My bad.
Makes sense.
No, my bad, Drew. Go ahead.
So
Okay.
she's an innocent Catholic girl. Pagan is when the guy with the strap on and fuck him with the tip, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's when
Okay.
a woman wears a strap on and it has
Okay.
like little attachments and yeah.
Okay.
And
Sounds
gives
fun.
them gives them this right here.
Penetration.
The D.
The D.
Listen, some guys like it. It is what it is. I don't judge.
No.
Listen,
Right,
they all say they don't like it until you
little
put
bit
a
of-
finger in their butt. Then they're like,
oh man, here we go, and we're
they're
off.
like, I love that girl. So,
Get ready.
Little bit of fireball, and there we go.
hey, y'all asked for it.
Are you guys
Oh my
ready?
God.
I'm ready.
Always.
Man.
Let's roll.
Okay.
I was about to say hold on. 1 second, but no, it's okay.
No holds.
Oh.
Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep, she's a new co-host. She's a new host, and I'm the co-host. Yeah, we're
She's like, I signed up for this shit.
Right. Hey, you know what? We just go off the cuff. I mean, the way we wake up. They're in Arizona. I'm closer to you in Detroit. You know, I
I
mean,
don't even know where I'm at today.
That's a crazy potion right there. You never know what you're gonna get for real. So
Roll it out.
October.
controversy creates cash. Drake, remember that?
So it's October 24th. Morning. We want to welcome Marisol, makeup freelance artist. I'm sorry, you got to bear with me. Like I said, just the story. I got COVID from that party. I'm gonna take these off because I can't see, but I haven't been sleeping much. Kind of crazy. It looks like Tori had a crazy night, right? Tori, you had a crazy night.
I did. I had a crazy night
Great.
and a crazy morning. I haven't slept.
So, my mother is born in Southwest Detroit. She has two daughters, 24,
All right.
25, and 14.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Wow,
She does,
it's close to me.
I would call it cosplay. You know, I would say monster makeup. But that's probably her.
Hey Drake, you're just to let you know, you're cutting in and out a lot, man. Trying to let you know early.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm using the same mic you're using today, so I don't know.
Right. No, you sound better now.
You sound better now.
I pulled it closer. Sorry.
Right.
There you go.
Yep, you're good.
Perfect.
Good.
She went to Catholic elementary school and middle school. Graduated from St. L's. So
Wow.
she graduated with Paula.
Okay.
So I told her I ran into her a long time ago when she was in high school. But it's okay. Please separate it. It's not on the market. She says she's not fresh meat, not yet. Maybe. But she does makeup. She charges about $75. She's booked all through Halloween because this is her time to rock. Probably
Right.
Christmas. So she's doing a lot of makeup. Was at the party with his wife. He was dressed. She made him a werewolf.
Okay.
Little Red Riding Hood.
That's
which
awesome.
if you didn't get to see it, it was really good. She was. What is the character? The one with the bicycle?
Jigsaw.
Huh?
It was Jigsaw. Jigsaw from Saw the movie.
Right.
I'm trying to remember. I know. So she was missing her bicycle, her tricycle. She looked amazing. So she charges about $75. What do you say?
Yeah, just between 55 and 75. It depends on what it is that they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Some things require more detail.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
but I told her she belongs in Hollywood. She wants to make, she would love to do special effects, Walking Dead kind of stuff.
I agree.
And she's very talented. So
Thank you.
her on the show, promote her website. It's makeupbymarisol.com. You can find her on Instagram. If you want to give your Instagram for whatever reason, I have it in front of me, Marisol.
It's makeup_Marisol 1218.
1218. So you DM her on Facebook, but we had a conversation. Please, no dick pics, and if they're going to be dick pics, make sure they're pretty dick pics.
Make sure they're circumcised.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my. Hey.
Oh,
What?
I'm sorry. Did I strike a chord?
No, I don't know. I don't even remember. I gotta check later. But
Okay.
Well, at least make sure it's hard. No turtle heads, please. Thanks.
Pretty please.
okay,
And
then I'm good.
Fine.
Pretty please.
If
Said please.
she will respond and say, "Do you need an appointment?" If you send a dick pic. So
Yeah, we're gonna need an appointment, your FICO score, and a picture of your medicine cabinet.
You're fighting.
Yeah.
Yes, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
You see, she agrees. She knows.
So tell me the process. I sit down with you, and want to do whatever. Let's say I want to do the werewolf you did. Walk me through how that comes to about, how that looks.
So, I mean, right now with COVID and everything, I'm coming to your house. So I bring my chair, I bring all my stuff, like my chair, my light. But I have you sit down and I use my airbrush to lay the base down. And then it's just water-based paint, basically. When I eyeshadow, you get real creative with the brush.
Mhm.
Real creative with the brush.
Real creative with the brush. So,
You said about an hour. If I need to
it
take
takes about an hour. The werewolves that I did on Carlos and Rose, they weren't hard. Well, Carlos wasn't hard. It's because I had my airbrush, mainly. So I've transitioned from using my water paints, which takes a while to blend, with a sponge. But the airbrush cuts my time in half dramatically. So
Right.
if at the end of the night and I have wild sex, does this come off?
I mean, no.
No,
Unless you're getting
No.
scratched.
it's
Unless you're
not
getting
coming
scratched.
off on
Depends
her.
on how wild you're getting, but I mean,
Listen,
using
you
the
pay.
airbrush, you'll wake up still that wolf.
You might not go to bed, the wolf, but yeah.
You pay for what you get.
Yeah, my makeup lasts.
How hard is it to get off?
It's not hard. It's water and soap, makeup wipes.
Okay.
Make sure you take a bath.
Think
I
about it.
have a question.
I got a question.
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead, Tori. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to know. So, I got my cosmetology license years ago, and I did all that too. But I stopped and switched professions. How long did it take you to go over to the airbrush machine and learn it? Like, was it easy to go over to that, or was it a hard skill? Or
It's harder for me to. I'm still learning, like with glam makeup because of the foundation.
Yeah.
And, if you're heavy-handed and that blush, it's gonna look like you're bleeding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get.
Go ahead. I primarily use it for the FX stuff because of the color, and it's easier to lay that down and then you can build on it and paint everything else.
Yeah, I used the airbrush for the tanning, but I never did the makeup, and I just wondered how hard or how long it took you to transition over from one to the other. But yeah, I saw your work. It's phenomenal. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Alex?
Oh yeah. No, I just wanted to ask, like, I don't know, this is they say there's never dumb questions, but this could be one. I don't know, like, does a person's complexion matter? Like, if if they're dark skinned or light skinned, I mean, is that a big deal when you're doing something like that? Or it doesn't matter because you can airbrush?
Airbrush. So airbrush covers everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Airbrush covers pretty much everything. So if you're dark skinned and I put blue on you, you're gonna be that blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll ask one more real quick. What was your like when you were young? Like, when did you decide this was something that you wanted to continue to do, or you know, I mean, was there any, and kind of two-part question, and was there like anything like, when you were growing up, you know, did you take your mother's makeup or go in there? Did you always have something in the back of your mind, or that made you wanted to do something like this or go this far?
My dad is a big inspiration to me. He's a great artist. He's I mean, since I was little, he would sit us down, and I can't draw for shit at all. But I can't draw at all. But my dad used to sit there and he would have us almost like homework. You know, we had to replicate what he would put down, and I couldn't do. But my dad is a great airbrush artist. He's he does portraits.
Oh, wow.
He's done murals. So my dad is a great artist. He's always been an inspiration.
Okay.
And my cousins,
that's nice.
we come from a line of artists, I would say. My cousins, you know, they all have that little niche. So for me, I didn't come I didn't even look at this as like, I guess, artistry.
You could have a career with it or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. My mom passed away 10 years ago, and to kind of get out of that funk, I found myself just watching YouTube and watching.
It's such a release.
Yeah, and
That's
it was.
awesome.
I was just going out watching makeup videos. I never was a big makeup person. My mom was just, she was old school, blush on your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Gasoline to take it off. Like, that's it.
That was it, you know. So for me, I mean, I did eyeliner and lipstick. That was it. I was a chola, you know, back in our days. You know, so yeah, that's how and then my best friend, Lydia does hair. She scheduled me 5 homecoming appointments one year, about 7 years ago, and she kind of forced my hand into it, and here I am. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite? Okay, so do you like to do glam? Do you like to do events? Do you prefer green screen? Do you like the FX? What's your favorite look to do?
FX is my passion.
I figured you were gonna say that.
You don't have to be precise with FX. You know, if you screw up, mess shit up, like they don't.
It ends up looking better.
So like you can be more creative with that type of look.
But I do like doing the glam. You know, I love making women feel good about themselves. You know, they come in and it just gives them that boost of confidence. You know,
that's the best part.
You know, I think a lot of people think, you know, women do their makeup and do themselves up for men, and that's bullshit.
No. Right.
Say it louder for the people in the back, sweetie. Okay.
No. We do it for, honestly, I mean, we do. Right. I know what I do, and I'm not doing it to try to get some.
Right.
Myself, you know, you get a good feeling when your girl's like, "Oh, your makeup looks good," you know, or you're, you know, and you run into somebody you don't know, and they're like, "Oh, you know."
Yeah. Or when you you have an event and you have like, you know, bridesmaids, and you have a few that you can tell never wear makeup, and then you do their makeup and their personality just comes out, and they're just they're like glowing. They're like, I'm a bad bitch.
Right.
They don't even, you know, and you're like, I did that.
And it's kind of like the guys, you know, when they buy their cars or they get their rims on the cars, or they, you know, they're working out and stuff like that. Yeah. They want to look good. It's the same thing. And that's, and you know what, I can appreciate that for sure. Just makes you just want to make you feel good. Some people, put it in different categories, and that's crazy. It's like, no, I didn't wear, you know, makeup yesterday. I don't need to, you know, like that. You don't need to do anything like that. Anything that has to do with making yourself feel good, you shouldn't ever worry about nobody else, what anybody else thinks. So
Yeah.
doesn't matter what it is.
So after the Halloween season and after all the FX is done, what's you do just events, or are you just freelance word of mouth, or do you you work with anybody specific? Like what do you do the rest of the year mostly?
I freelance. A lot of my business is word of mouth, through Facebook, a lot of family and friends. I get a lot of referrals. What keeps me busy throughout the year after Halloween is like weddings and quinces, and like I have about 2 or 3 weddings coming up before January. And then, you know, Valentine's Day rolls around. And then you got graduation pictures. Like right now I'm even doing, that's what I did this morning is graduation pictures. People doing that. So,
yeah, and then homecoming and proms and all that. Yeah.
So, but my busiest part is usually from I'd say about August into November. So, and then so
nice.
yeah. So right now I'm working 3 days out of the week. I'm assisting at a makeup school. It's called Blank Canvas. So so that's something
that's cool.
that I started doing, helping to teach students with makeup. And it's learning. I'm learning stuff too. So since I'm self-taught, I never actually went to school for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Just being a sponge.
Yeah. And then learning from
the best. That's the best way to learn. I when I went to school, I didn't go for makeup. I went for hair. I started out doing nails, and I did hair, and then I self-taught with the makeup. But there's so much that you can learn from other people that they don't teach you in school. And I mean, and nowadays YouTube, literally, like, you could make a whole prosthetic face off of just watching a video, you know, and you afterwards you're like, I did that. That's amazing. That looks incredible. So that's really cool that you're at the school and you're teaching people and, you know, showing them some things and you're learning too. And
I could tell I could tell you, like you said, you didn't know back then or whenever that, you know, you were I could tell you got a passion for it, obviously. And I went on Instagram and I actually seen some of your pictures through other friends and stuff like that, but I didn't start following you until recently. But when my cousin sent me the pictures, I was like, I know who that is. I seen those, and I was like, oh my God, you know, like that's crazy. The Hellboy one, I was like, wow, like how do you even do something like that?
Like the Hellboy, I made the little horns out of
That's what I was curious about.
Crayola clay, and I just
wow.
I rolled it up, and then I used a little, I don't know, it was like the top of a cap of a bottle or something.
Right. That's what I was trying to think of. Like, did she do that with like what did she do that with? Like how, you know,
they look like cookies at first. Everybody's making fun of me. They look like cookies.
that would, like, I seen the movie. And I didn't know nothing about it till the movie came out, and I went to it with some friends. And I remember, and when I seen it, I just remembered. I was like, because when I first seen the movie, I didn't know nothing about the comic book character, nothing. But when I first seen that movie, I enjoyed the movie, so I got more invested into it and looked it up, and I seen, you know, all of that, and when I see your, that was awesome.
My favorite one to do was Mystique. I don't know if you guys seen that one.
Yeah. Actually, that was my next question for you.
Right.
That one took me like 3 hours to do. That was because all those little black things was a glue gun. So I had to put all these on a plate and then individually glue them all over my body.
That is amazing.
Wow.
That's time consuming.
Just to take patience. It all out in like 15 minutes. It took me out like 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And like 8 minutes to take it off.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And the other one, was it Mystique?
It was Mystique was a blue one. I did.
That's the blue one.
Right. Okay.
And I get a lot of compliments. And actually, it's been floating around is the Nun. The Nun.
That's so creepy.
It was scary.
That was.
I
was
just
like,
watched
I was
a
like,
prank. I just watched a prank. This couple does they prank each other on YouTube,
Mhm.
and
oh,
and they
that's
went and
scary.
saw The Nun. I literally just watched it like yesterday, and she got a nun mask, and scared the shit out of him on the couch when he fell asleep. I laughed so hard. He was so mad. He's like, that's it. You don't know what you started. And I'm literally like, I'm crying tears. I'm literally crying tears. But that nun ain't no joke.
Yeah,
She's
pretty
no
scary.
joke. She's a scary bitch.
Yeah, she is.
The other one I seen, it was I'm just going off the hashtag. It said Demon Queen with the gold face and stuff. I was like, that looks
This is
crazy.
crying. Yeah.
It was a gold face and black. It was black and then gold, like a gold face.
Black. Yeah,
So
it was black, and she's like crying.
Skeleton face type.
So
Yeah.
what are
stuff
you,
like that.
do you have, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you have anything coming up that you're super excited to do, or that somebody has requested that is coming and you're preparing for?
Yeah, for Halloween, I have a request for avatars. So full body avatars. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited about that.
I bet.
I just wish people would do more gore stuff. Like I like all the blood.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh, you're muted. Oh, she knows. I think she's seen it. Oh, maybe not. Let me send her a message. I know, but she actually
She's muted.
She's muted, and I don't think she knows. But let me send her a message.
There she goes. Yeah.
Okay.
There you are.
I was about to message you and tell you to unmute yourself, but
No.
Okay.
No, yeah, what I was saying is the avatars is what I'm looking forward to. And then there's a skull one where they want to do it half skull coming out of their face, kind of 3D with blood and stuff. So
Yeah. Have you done the zipper yet?
no, I haven't done the zipper yet.
Yeah, my
No.
son is requesting that for Halloween, so he's got me pulling out my kit. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I should practice. It's been like a few years. So yeah, he's requesting either the zipper or I don't know. He's got a whole list of stuff. He's not even going out. He's streaming online and he wants it for when he streams. So
How old is your son?
I have one just turned 25 last weekend.
Oh, okay.
And then my youngest will be 21 in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wants, that's the one that's requesting. He's special needs and he's like, I gotta scare everyone online, Mom. And I'm like, okay, I got you. We went to so those lights that you put in your front yard and it shines on your house like the whole light.
Mm-hmm.
Like sparkles and stuff. So we went to Walmart and literally bought 5 different ones with all these different graphics. And then they had one that was Jason Voorhees, the mask, and it just floats around. So when you walk in his room,
that's
literally,
sweet as hell. That's
it's so cool.
That is
so cool that he's like, you can't put this outside. Someone's gonna steal it. It's too cool.
Right.
So it's in his room, and he's got this Jason Voorhees mask.
That's awesome.
Illuminating on his wall. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So so that's what we're doing Halloween. I'm gonna practice my zipper, and he's gonna scare people online.
Well, Marisol, can I ask you? Like, do you? God, I had a question. I'm about to lose it. I forgot what I was gonna ask. I did. Go ahead. Okay, he took off again. I thought it was no. I had. Oh damn! It's like right there, and I keep losing it. Oh, I'm sorry.
I have a question.
I wish my kids were more into makeup. I have a 14-year-old.
That was my question. Are you requesting anything
for Halloween? And she has no interest in it. I'm like, what the hell, kid? Like, I can make you
right. But she might get back into it, and okay. I remember my question. My question was, I'm kind of going off of what Tori had asked. Kind of going off of what she had asked, like, have you ever thought about like she said she got to pull out the makeup box and stuff. Have you ever thought about like doing like starting a little show on YouTube or anything like that, so you can kind of give away a little bit of secrets, a couple secrets or something like that?
I have, but I've done like little videos here and there, but when I hear myself, like probably after this, when I hear myself, I'm like, I hate my voice.
Yeah.
So
what you got to do is you just have to do it all at once and then watch yourself. Or it too, when you have a second person with you, you feel a little bit more confident and you don't hate your voice as much. Like once we're done, I don't watch any of our recordings. I mean, I do here and there if like they're really funny or I like the guests, like, so I'll probably watch ours again. But
I did the same thing, Tori, the first couple episodes.
Shout out to all the other guests. I liked you guys too. Sorry. So, but you hear yourself and you're like,
I'm like,
bridge troll.
Yeah.
I found myself not like the first couple episodes, Tori. I watched them. I forced myself to watch the first 3 episodes because that's the only way you can learn. And what there's things you don't like what you did, things that you did like, and you can better this and lower that. But that's on. But like after so many, I was like, if they don't like, hey, you don't like me for who I am or the way I'm talking, beat it. There's 1,000,001 podcasts, whatever. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but
no,
you don't like what you're hearing.
Watching your stuff,
don't listen.
It's hard to watch yourself because we're our biggest critics. We're the first person to be like, oh my God, why did I say that again? How many times did I say like? Did I say like 82 times?
Oh no, like the second, third show I told Drake, I was like, so I kept saying, well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. and it was the sports segments, and I'm like, actually, I do know. I know everything when it comes to sports. But I kept saying, I don't know. I was like, oh my God, I wanted to slap myself right there watching that. But yeah, I don't. So, but no, you're fine. I know everything. No, but
everything.
No, it's just shit. Too much. I'm in my head too much. I just need to, like you said, rip the Band-Aid off of these.
Let it go.
Get out of your own way. You got to get out of your own way. That's exactly what it is.
I'd like to do like tutorials with maybe like 90s music, like take it back.
Yeah, that would be
awesome.
fun.
Okay.
Do it. Just do it. You know what? Do a couple before you put them up and upload them, and just do a few and get used to it. And throw away the first couple ones you don't like.
Yeah. And
then go from there. Or find a girlfriend that you really enjoy, like you have that connection with. So like when you guys start talking, it just flows. And have her be your model when you do it each time. And just talk about whatever. It doesn't have to be about makeup. Y'all can talk about the dumb shit that happened the day before. People love that.
Yeah.
What do anything I come to like figure out, like, because it took if it wasn't for my cousin, I would probably not even be doing this podcast still. Maybe not. No, for real. And I mean that because, like I said, I hate to repeat myself, but I went to broadcast school almost 10 years ago, and I tried to, like I said before, people don't realize how hard it is to get into and, be even a production guy and stuff like that or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to start a podcast. And I was listening to podcasts before it really took off. And I would tell my cousin, like, man, you got to check, we grew up, we watched wrestling here and there, kind of got out of it and everything. And like once like The Rock, guys like The Rock and big money guys like that left. But, I was like, man, I wish we'd have thought about this before, because there was one wrestler, he's worked independent, and he's the one that started this. And then it just took off after that. So I'm like, wow. So I procrastinated, life things happen, whatever. I procrastinated. And then just not long, 6 months ago, he was like, let's do this, man. During the COVID, let's do it. And I was like, okay, so, here we are. But
I definitely watch your channel. So when it happens, let me know and I'll watch.
For sure.
Oh, thank you.
For sure.
I'll be one of your guests.
Yes, definitely. You can be one of my guests.
Absolutely.
Sorry, this is not the norm. I had a yak, and usually I talk all through the whole thing. So
all right, man. That's why me and Tori are here. It's all good.
Yeah.
We got
so
you. We
we'll
got
move
you.
towards NFL's the 6 week is in roll. The Lions finally won one, right? Because his job was on the line, I think. They play another under par team this week. So let's see if they can get a win and pull another one, and 2 in a row will make it.
That's called a winning streak.
Called a winning streak. Yes. 3 teams are still left undefeated: Steelers, the Titans, which is definitely asterisks, and then the Seahawks.
Right.
So
I actually got a bet on small fun wager. I'm not a gambleaholic, but I was at a friend's house and he wanted to run his mouth, and so we made a bet on the other Lions game. Or actually, it was on the Bears Monday night game, and I won. And then he wanted to take Jacksonville. I don't know what he was on, so I took the Lions, and then now here we go. They're playing Atlanta. Right. Matt Stafford going back home. Got a lot of family and friends down there, so I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure he's gonna throw about. I'm just guessing he's gonna throw about 5 touchdowns. He's gonna have a great game, comfortable. I believe the Lions are gonna win like 4 in a row at minimum. They're gonna save his job and just go from there. But that's just my little bold prediction. But
yeah. Are you a big football fan? I mean, you guys watch football on Sunday?
Nah.
No. Oh no.
No Lions football? Nothing? No.
No, I'm a UFC girl. Like I'm not. That's
nice.
See, we got a connection now. We got a connection. There's actually a big fight on tonight. Khabib that beat Conor McGregor a few months ago is actually fighting his first fight tonight. So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Who's your favorite UFC MMA fighter?
I kind of like McGregor just because he's kind of cocky, you know.
Right.
You forgot you were gonna say sexy, weren't you?
Well,
you're like,
that's
no,
I
don't like the Irish. No.
Have you seen him without his shirt on? My God.
So you know what, Dreek? I have to ask her then, since she's a big, and I'm, we're all kind of similar ages. Do you know who Royce Gracie is?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So I always got to show this off. I'm sorry. I'm just so proud of it. I got it from a cousin who does MMA and works with the Royce Gracie AOM, and he, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard because I got that background in there. Like, he got me a glove. He got me a glove signed by the very first UFC champion.
Oh, sweet.
And it should be in a glass case, but I'm too cheap to buy one yet, so I will though. But yeah, so I'm since I've been watching them since day one, and we used to order them at a friend's house for like $9.99. So yeah, I'm a big UFC fan. I watch all that. I'm a big kid, WWE, all that type of stuff. So, but yeah, that's awesome.
While we're on boxing, I know you put it on there. Ex NBA star Nate Robinson said he's ready for his next challenge, which is boxing. You posted that, Alex.
Right.
Look into it because I've been sick, but what's the deal with that little Nate Robinson?
When I seen this, I was like,
didn't he win he ever won the dunk?
He won the slam. Yeah, he yeah, he did. I'm trying to find it what year it was, because I remember it. And I think we actually even watched it together. I think 5'9", bro. And came from University of Washington, 11-year NBA career. But yeah, I believe that we watched it. He actually won 3 slam dunk contests.
Oh.
And that's pretty. He's my height, but in the NBA, that's short. So
that's amazing. But, yeah.
And when I seen it, I just came across it, and I was like, what? He's 36 years old, man.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
I had friends that asked me, "Hey man, can you know anybody? Can you get me?" And they're like, I was like, "How old are you?" And they're like 27. I would hate. I don't mean no disrespect, but I would laugh, and I'm just like, because of the things that the guy that I know who was a former trainer and on the boxing committee and Michigan State boxing committee and stuff like that. He told me so many things. He's like, people think they can get in there because they can fight or they're mad or they're aggressive, and it doesn't work out. It just doesn't work like that. So for him, no, I mean, he's an athlete. That's the thing. When you're an athlete, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You kind of got like you're a well-known celebrity or athlete. It makes it easier for you to get involved in stuff like CM Punk. He was a big star. He was on fire. And he came in, and everybody criticized him for like not going to Bellator or going to like a lower, type MMA status. But I mean, hey man, it takes a lot of heart, man. You got to be a different type of animal, and like what I'm saying. So to step into the octagon, I mean, it's just the way it is, man. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. I ain't been in it, but I've watched it since day one. And I understand what it takes, and I've seen guys get knocked out in like 5 seconds. You know what I mean, or worse. So I get it.
I feel like when you're already an athlete, it's kind of a double-edged sword because the transition going in is easier because you have more connections and you're more networking and this and that. But I feel like they judge you harder too because they're like, oh, you ain't shit. You did this and this. Now you think this is what you are. So I think, they really got to step it up at that point because they have to prove, not only do they have to prove themselves, but they have to prove that they're not who they were before, but now this is their new thing. So it's definitely, you got to be an athlete at heart for sure.
And I mean, you got to like.
Shout out to CM Punk. I like him.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. And I hope he comes back.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, go out to Chicago. You might be able to see him, but you know what?
Don't threaten me with a good time.
And he's actually gonna make his what I caught was he's on Mike Tyson's undercard, man. So he obviously knows somebody. That's awesome, bro. Like I can't wait. I'm like, are you kidding me? You know what I mean?
Exciting.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And
I used to hate him. I would be like, oh, he's such a dick. Like they made him so I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. But now he's awesome now.
Tyson?
No, I'm talking about CM Punk.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was his personality.
Tyson's I know that's his thing.
Right.
Dick. Like,
that's
his thing.
Watch it. Are you a boxing fan?
Am I a boxing fan? No, not really.
Yeah.
I watch it. I'd rather watch that than football. I mean,
so you don't like you tell me you don't like De La Hoya? Come on, Oscar De La Hoya. Come on, I know you know what that is, right?
Yeah, I know who that
is. Every woman knows who he is for one reason or another, but no, and you know what? Nate Robinson's fighting. He's fighting a guy. No, it's like he's like a YouTube personality. He got a couple fights under his belt. His name's Jake Paul. And I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. That's pretty. I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Nate Robinson. I mean, he was a short guy and used to bust a lot of ass in the NBA, 11-year career. So I'm excited to see that, man. They gotta beef that card up. They gotta make you want to pay $49.99 to watch it.
Yeah.
It's even though it's Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. It ain't gonna last that long, I'm telling you. So they gotta cover their ass, and that's why you put celebrities or whoever you can on that card. It's marketing. Not to get into my marketing thing, but that's what it is. That's what it is. You know
you gotta draw them in somehow.
But hey, and you know what, Drake? We started off on the NFL. Before I forget, actually, the biggest news today is Antonio Brown, former wide receiver of Pittsburgh Steelers, signing with Tampa Bay, and Tom Brady. I guarantee Tom Brady had a lot to do with that. Bruce Arians, the head coach, and all that. But that's a big deal, man. That's a really big deal right now.
They're just trying to secure their playoff spot. That's all.
Yeah, but that, you know, and there's, I mean, you got to think about it. Like this guy had a lot of trouble. He had a lot of, you know, dealing with a lot of nonsense and stuff off the field. But it's like, damn, like you got a whole locker room that's playing good right now, and now you got like, what is that gonna do to it? So obviously Tom Brady had a lot to do with him coming in, and if he could be anything like he was the last time he played in the playoff game, man. Yeah, they're probably gonna go to the Super Bowl, or they got a great chance of doing that. So I thought that was pretty crazy today, for sure.
So let's move on to the MLB. Game 3 concluded last night. The Dodgers went 2-1 on the series. I'm a little disappointed because I do want the Rays to win, but it doesn't look that way.
Yeah, no, I got them in 7.
Yeah, I got 7. You watch baseball at all, no baseball either, huh? No baseball, Marisol?
I'm sorry.
No baseball. No baseball.
No baseball.
Oh my God.
It's okay. Listen, don't let them pressure you. It's okay.
She's focused on the makeup. She's focused.
Doing things.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, you ain't got time to watch TV. They ain't making you no money. They ain't making you no money.
No, they're
Right?
not. I mean,
I was hoping that the Rays would win.
Do their makeup. I mean, we can look at it that way.
I was thinking
Right,
that.
right,
Yeah, do their
for
makeup.
sure.
Or their wife's makeup or any of that.
Then I like it.
So CNN just released Jeffrey Toobin yesterday because we're in a Zoom meeting, right? He was masturbating during a Zoom meeting.
Oh my God.
CNN anchor. I guess he was playing with
what he was doing?
Yeah, he was playing with his Zoom meeting, and they had to let him go. So hold on, let me just finish masturbating real quick. Hold on.
Oh my God. All right, I'm about to go, bro. I gotta go.
So he was released. CNN said, "I'm sorry, there's no pleasure in yourself during a Zoom meeting." What's your thoughts on a live Zoom meeting? CNN's anchor masturbating, Tori. What do you think about that?
So I saw the headline, but I didn't know that's what he was doing. I just saw that he exposed himself, and I'm like, oh, he didn't put pants on. Like half of it. I mean, I have pants on today, but there's been times.
Damn.
So, I'm like, yeah, nobody can see me down here. I got booty shorts on, it's fine. But I didn't know that he actually was jacking off. Like,
wow.
Really? And okay, so my question is this: like,
Can't
was
remember
it
the
like
last time I heard a woman use those words?
Okay, he was spanking. He was spanking it. Like, there's a whole. We could get into that one. This is not.
Well,
that's not the question. Stay focused here, Alex. So was it a full frontal watch, or was it just like they saw it like explode? Like, what exactly happened?
What? Oh my God! What
Inquiring
a word to use.
minds want to know.
What a word to use right now. Explode.
He got bored.
Oh.
Yeah, he got bored.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he was bored. So I got a question for you. So you have a 14-year-old, Marisol. Is she doing virtual learning, or is she doing face-to-face?
Virtual. Yeah, she's doing virtual the whole school year. We have her.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have to tell her, come on, wake up, or is she pretty good?
No, she is. She's that kid that is overly obsessed about school. Like my two daughters are completely opposite. The oldest one, she could give a shit less about. But my youngest, like she wakes up at 7:00 in the morning. She gets stressed like she's going to school. She sits in the basement and she literally does school for 7 hours. Like, don't bother her. She's about her business, and yeah, she worries about school all the time. This is really tough on her because I think she prefer face to face and being in that environment.
The social
yeah. But I mean, she's a straight A student, so I'm not.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's tough on all the kids right now.
Any funny business on their meetings? They do Microsoft meetings or Zoom, or you know what I mean? Any funny business with the kids?
The kids. Well, I mean, I've listened to some of the kids. Some of the kids are just really mouthy. Like, I don't think parents. I mean, I know it's hard right now, doing the virtual, and you can't expect, like, you know, especially a family that has maybe 3 kids, you know, doing Zoom, and how are the parents, you know, watching every single one of them. But some of those are just a little bit, they are a little ridiculous. They take advantage of them, you know, they're at home, but nothing crazy she's complaining about. So
I can't imagine, you know, I mean, because you're 14, 16, your hormones as a boy are crazy. I cannot imagine, you know, that hasn't probably happened where, you know, 16-year-old is like, oh, you know, nobody's watching. Let me go, you know, yank it off real quick. I just, like I said, I'm surprised that you haven't heard more about, you know, these type of incidents. Because, you know, people they're like, oh, nobody's watching. Let me go fucking, you know, go do what I got to do real quick.
Yeah.
So kind of crazy that for a CNN guy to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
Kinda.
oh my God.
Kinda.
Yeah. Let me go. It reminds me of the commercial Snickers, right? Or something. The guy comes out, the black guy comes out in his drawers, and he's like, I thought we were doing that Zoom thing. You know what I mean? And he's out there butt naked. Supposed to have like some kind of a. Have you seen that commercial, Marisol?
yeah.
The guy was like, I thought we were doing the Zoom thing. You know. So,
Right. Like, so, I don't need pants for this.
Yeah, we don't need pants for this. So I think that's kind of fun. So we're about 10 days away from the presidential election. I was watching Bill Maher last night. He's pretty liberal. He wants Trump gone. I'm not going to ask you, Marisol, who are you going to vote? Are you going to vote? I guess that's the biggest question. Are you going to vote? And did you vote?
Yes. Are you registered?
Yes, I'm registered, and I plan on going actually on Monday.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
good.
10 days for madness. Bill Maher feels that he's not going to leave. He said it for the last 4 years. And they say that he can manipulate all kinds of things with the electoral college, the popular vote, it just all kinds of crazy things. If he loses, Marisol, does he leave gracefully, or does he put up a fight?
Oh, he's gonna put up a fight.
He's a baby. Huh?
He's a baby.
He's a baby.
He's a man baby.
Man child.
Government, so he can say if he's going to leave or not. Do you think they're going to force him out, or do you think that, you know, eventually because they said there's only one presidential election. I think it was with Taft, maybe over 100 years ago. 2 days before the inauguration, he conceded. So 2 days before, so we're talking January 18th. So inauguration is the 20th. They said 2 days. That's when they finally, the president or whoever lost was like, okay, I lost. So you think it comes down to that January, and they finally decide a victor? Because I think November 3rd, 10 days away. I don't think nobody's gonna say I lost.
No.
I think in January when somebody will concede, because I know he's not going to go away without a fight. There's going to be riots in the streets. Either way,
you're wrong. I
just think there's civil war in the streets. I just got to be honest with you. I hope that I am wrong. Just everybody, please be safe. And just be prepared that nobody fucking tries to break in your house and threaten you.
There's not going to be a win either way. And even driving in your cars and going to public places, you have to be very careful. Things are going to get better. They're going to get worse before they're going to get better.
Right.
So 50 Cent comes out and he endorses Trump. What do you think, Tori?
I think that he's choosing his money over his morals.
A black man, he going to vote for Trump.
I think because he makes over $400,000 and he's going to be taxed. He said it. His exact words were, I know he doesn't like black people, but 62%, hell no. Are you out your mind? So he's not, you know, it's about his money, and anybody who has that kind of money, I think is what they're being driven to do. Honestly, he has so much money that he couldn't spend it all in his lifetime anyways. So I don't really, I don't know, if you're that creative and you're that you know, you invent these things and you're a hustler at heart and you're making this money and you're doing these things, there's always a solution to every problem. And I just think he's choosing his, you know, money over morals. And I think him endorsing is just as funny as like Kanye West endorsing him. Like,
well, take the flip side.
Can't really take it seriously. So
Little Dicky posts on Instagram butt naked with his cock out.
Ooh.
Oh, Little Peep.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is, man.
That's what's his name, son? Fuck, I just lost it.
I lost it too.
Little Dicky, he's his dad's a famous movie star. Well, he posted on Instagram, he was butt naked with just some tube socks and saying that the two reasons why he's endorsing Biden. He's a rapper, you know, his name is Little Dicky, but he came out a couple days ago and said that he was endorsing Biden. So
Did he? I didn't see that part. I just saw the controversy about him in a tube sock.
These people are all taking advantage of it's election time. They're nobody. Nobody's paying attention to them the way they want them to. And they're doing shit like this, which is just, that's why I'm glad I don't know who that is. Yeah. I just whatever. I
kind of feel like you're right in that sense. And then part of me feels like because they have a public platform, I mean, obviously not posing in a tube sock, like, come on.
Right.
But I think as a celebrity or somebody who has a platform to influence people, I think it's very important for them to speak up either way on which way they're
Yeah, you don't have to agree.
No, you don't have to agree. But if you strongly feel about something and you think that you can help, you know, if you have some logic to whatever you're doing, I think that that's your job to stand up, open up, say, even like when I went last night, you know, they're like, we don't care who you're voting for, just vote. Like, it's important. It's important.
But
and
like
so many
he
people
said,
think
if
it's
that's
not, and it really is.
Right. Well, like Drake said, who's his? I mean, he's known because who was his his father, mother. So he's representing them too. I mean, doing something like that. There's so many ways to do stuff. You don't have to do.
But again, back to your marketing. Back to marketing.
Controversy.
You know,
controversy creates cash.
Is he going to go now? You got to think, because right now everybody's at the point where, you know, talk about it, but they're fucking tired of it. So, you know, when you do something out the box, especially for his age and the following that he has, he's grabbing all those Twitter followers and all the people that he influences. And if you know, and these kids think it's awesome. They're like, this motherfucker's suck on his dick.
Yeah, and if you don't care about your image in the long run, go ahead.
That's the thing, though. You know,
it will bite you in the ass later on.
It will. It will. He's at that age, though, that he can be.
Just my opinion. But, right. But no, you're right. For the time right now,
everybody get out and vote. Our grandparents fought for us to be able to vote. Women, minorities, or women, minorities, all those people, like, to not vote and to say, "Oh, my vote doesn't count." It's an insult to those who fought so hard for us to be able to. So get out and vote,
guys. So the debate the other day, watched it, was kind of boring. It looks like Trump lost. Marisol, did you watch the debate at all?
I watched bits and pieces of it. I had some makeup and stuff to do. Actually, I was feeling sick. But I did watch. Just listening to Trump, I cannot stand his voice. Like, he doesn't make any sense. But I mean, I did watch it. I did watch it here and there.
What was your thoughts? Do you know who won, or do you think who won?
I mean, Biden, I don't know. I mean, he has some good points, but at the same time, like, I don't know.
It's like you can't trust him if he knows what he's even talking about.
We're screwed. That's how I look at it. Like,
yeah, fuck them both. 2020.
Bro, I mean, you don't want to go with Trump, but at the same time, when you listen to Biden talk, you're like, oh my God, like,
Yes.
Yeah,
Can it get any worse? Right.
So they're proposing.
Day, don't dare the universe, because as 2020 has taught us all, it can definitely get worse.
Right.
Listen, universe, that was not a challenge. Don't do it.
So
Don't listen to the man on the camera.
So Biden is proposing this $1 billion relief, Green Act, relief or whatever because of global warming. It kind of bothers me that Trump doesn't admit that there is such a thing, especially recently. They said there was an earthquake that was going to hit Alaska, like 7.4, just all kinds of crazy things. He's got to
Breaking
know
up.
our world is being affected by green gases, all this shit that we put up in the air. Maybe it's over the top because I know that we're going to be, as a taxpayers, we're going to have to pay for this, right? But you know, it shouldn't be a blue or a red discussion. We should come to agreement, just like in COVID. It should not be about politics. It should be about getting this country better and moving this country forward. And I think those two people that are running are wrong for this country right now. Both of them are.
Yeah.
I just think that there's got to be some kind of healing process with this country. I think we need to move forward. We need to talk about, what's been happening in the world with, hey, there might not be an ozone in 10 years, whatever the case may be. We need someone that's going to stand up and say, okay, these are the issues. Fuck blue, red, whatever the case is. We need to bring it back together. I think I talked about it in 2001.
You're breaking up a lot.
Okay, sorry. In 2001, when they hit the World Trade Centers, this country came together, and I think we need that again. We need to come together and focus on one thing and try to get this COVID under wraps and focus on the real problem: racism in the streets, police brutality, all this stuff. Someone needs to really come and try to make this happen for this country. So it's just, I don't know. It doesn't matter who wins, because I think no one is going to.
So we're not going to have you. I feel like right now we have a leader that promotes not being division. So even though we need to come together and people see that we need unity, there's still groups of people that don't see it that way because they're being led by somebody who doesn't, promote that. And he has really divided the country, whether you're red, blue, fucking purple, it doesn't matter. It's shown, it's right in your face. The division is so deep, and I don't know if even after, this election isn't even going to bring us together, because there's going to be the backlash of those people who, if Biden were to win, it's going to be bad. And if he were to win, it's still going to be bad. And so now, like you said, with the COVID or the, the global warming, like these are all things that you worry about for your children's children. And we're at a sad place right now. And, at this point now, I just tell people to look inside yourself and don't, choose your morals over everything. And I don't know, did you? Yeah. Okay. Not off topic, but did you see Obama's speech the other day?
I did.
You did?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. He, God, I just love listening to him talk, because he just talks from the heart. There's no teleprompter. There's no script. He just flows, and he says it how it is. And he was throwing some shade, and he called Trump the crazy uncle that you wouldn't even invite over for like Thanksgiving dinner. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you fucking kidding me? And but when you listen to him, he just, you have to look it up. It was really good. And just hearing him honestly gave me a little bit of like, just for that 45 minutes, I was like, ooh. Ooh, okay. He really gives that peace and makes you feel like, okay, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I just got to look for it and follow it. So
And that's why I love listening to his wife. That's why the only political thing I listened to was when we talked about his wife, you know.
Did you see, so they're doing
I
the
listened
First
to
Lady
everything she
specials?
says.
Have you seen on,
Oh, wow.
I don't know, they're doing, look it up. I don't know what channel, because I'm not really a TV watcher, but they're doing the First Lady specials, and I watched hers and Jackie Kennedy's already, and I was crying. I was crying during both of them. Them women are so strong, unbelievable. If there's anything you want to see, watch that. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah. I have her book too on Audible, Michelle's book on Audible, and she's brilliant. She's just
I had about 5 people tell me like, "Oh my God, you like Michelle Obama?" And I was like, "More than I like
what's
you."
Not
Yeah,
to like?
yeah, I love her.
Like,
I said, "No, I love her."
Like?
I was like, "I love her because she's real. She's real."
Yeah.
And then everybody speaks on them so badly. And then they always try to pull out stuff that they didn't do or they did do and this and that.
You'll like this one too. Man. There's a documentary coming out from, and I don't quote me on his name, but he was the White House photographer for the 8 years, and he's coming out with a documentary of all the photos that he took. And I just watched, they interviewed him on CNN the other day, and so I went on Google and started looking at the pictures.
Right. Crazy.
Speechless.
If you're a photographer too.
You can feel the energy and the love and the, you know, even when he caught him in the midst of like handling something where he was just distraught and, you know, looking, you remember when Obama was looking real rough there for a minute. Yeah. And you have to respect these photos.
Yeah, because like they say, God. Like, you know, like I was taught
so
through a couple people that are in photography, videography, which I love. And wanted to do, and I fell in love with that at broadcast school. Just editing, the editing process. I was like, I have no patience, but it's crazy because when I would sit down to edit videos, I loved it, and I know how to chop it up, and I know how to put a story together. So I respect. You'll have to check it out. I respect photography, all that stuff. You'll like that. It a lot. And they say the best photos are the most natural. The candid. Ones.
Yeah, the candid ones where they don't even know you're taking it. Yeah, they're great, just seeing it. But also, you know, it was so raw and seeing these, but part of it was sad because, you know, have you seen these photos?
Right.
You don't see any of that love in the White House right now. And I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter what you're trying to accomplish. You have to come from a place of love.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know, yeah. We all got to stay solid for ourselves. So
one of the last topics I wanted to talk about was Carole Baskin. She came out recently and said she's bisexual.
Who?
Carole Baskin.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you ever watch it?
She said that.
I wasn't ready for that. Right. I'm sorry. Focus.
Did you ever watch it?
I'm sorry, you skipped up.
Did you ever watch the Tiger King stuff?
Yeah, I did.
That crazy ass broad. I did. I loved it.
Remember when that was the craziest thing in the nation?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, I mean, I guess it was entertaining.
Right.
I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I was just like, this is what everybody's talking about.
Right. And the first couple episodes I did too, and then I kept watching and I was like, okay, you know, it takes you a little bit to get certain things to click you to suck you into the story. And then I was watching it and I was like, but my first thing about her, I was like, she's a little bit Looney Tunes, Cocoa Puffs. You went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but and she didn't fool me. She I believe she loved everything she did, but she was doing it still for the money and all that stuff like that. And the fame. I mean, come on. You got people, she was coming out taking pictures with people signing out. Are you kidding me? You own a zoo. You own a freaking zoo, a half-ass zoo. And you weren't, but it was all right. It was all right. I'd rather watch a hip-hop.
Why am I drawing a blank? What's the guy's name? Why am I drawing a blank now?
Tiger King. No, what was his name?
Yeah, what's his name?
His real name.
Joe. My son, Joe. I'm like, my son would be so mad at me right now. What's that?
Joe Exotic.
Yeah,
There
Joe
you go.
Exotic. I think Joe Exotic should run for
And
president.
that ain't even his real name. What the hell? Yeah, but that
I'm
was
just
crazy.
saying. If we want to have any solutions, we pour coconut oil on the whole election and we all vote for Joe Exotic.
Damn.
Problem solved.
Hold on.
Problem solved. If coconut oil and Joe Exotic can't solve it, you know what can? Duct tape. Duct tape. Like there's really no other fucking solutions for this shit.
There, coconut oil.
Coconut oil and Joe. Oh shit.
Look, coconut oil.
We don't.
I'd say carry my skin.
Me too, but I don't have an. Listen, just keep your camera above your waist, please.
Oh my God. No.
There'll be no surprises because you got bored.
No. Oh my God. No. Oh wow.
The last
Oh God.
with
Right.
what?
I did have a little drink earlier, but I ain't gonna do nothing like that.
Okay.
I ain't gonna do nothing like that. Hey, I can't do that when I'm showing love for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I can't do nothing.
Yeah,
like
you can't do that. But at least wait till you get on camera. Don't put it in our DMs
Wait till
either.
Thanksgiving, Turkey Day. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Joking.
On Turkey Day. Why?
I don't know. That's the next holiday. It just popped in my head. I don't know.
Okay, next topic.
Was in the Borat scene in a hotel room with his hand down his pants.
Oh man, what is the deal with all this stuff?
And they were making fun of him because I guess they said his hand down his pants. He was tucking his. But I don't know if you guys caught that, but it was a funny.
Nope.
No.
No.
Did you catch that? That was pretty funny. So I guess a lot of masturbation going on lately in the news. So
Well, yeah, people are bored.
we're bored. Yeah, we're still blown away with this DNA
You
guy.
can only masturbate so much though, right? Isn't that what you told us?
Yeah, my mom said you're gonna go blind. You're gonna go blind.
Oh man.
So I guess this is the last time we're gonna see you, have you as a guest, Marisol, after all of this, right?
She loves us.
I love you guys.
Okay.
I want to thank you for being from South Detroit, a Latina,
Cutting out, honey. You're cutting out.
Catholic girl doing makeup. You guys check her site. Go ahead and plug it one more time, Marisol.
It's makeup_Marisol 1218 on Instagram, and then Makeup by Marisol on Facebook.
If you guys are in Detroit, book, but upcoming, check her out. Baddest special effects girl I know. So hopefully somebody knowledgeable at AMC. I'm lucky on that.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much for having me, you guys.
Thank you.
Sure.
Sick, but
Sure.
thank
you.
No, I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Yeah, get better.
All right.
See you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.